Today I'll be discussing biomethanol, its origins, production methods, current status, and its potential role in our transition to cleaner energy sources. Alright, so methanol is a type of alcohol that can be used as fuel, but biomethanol means it's made from renewable stuff like plants and waste instead of fossil fuels. It's already being tested in things like cars, ships, and even power plants. The best part is that it can significantly lower greenhouse gas emissions, which makes it a pretty strong candidate for helping fight climate change today. Sources of biomethanol. So biomethanol is basically made from trash, like actual organic waste, things like leftover wood from logging, crop scraps, food waste, even stuff from landfills. There's also this weird but useful byproduct from paper making called black liquor that can be turned into methanol as well. So instead of letting all that go to waste, we're turning it into fuel. Also, forestry residues come from sustainable logging operations, so trees are burned from lumber, the leftover branches or sawdust become fuel. Agricultural waste comes from crops like corn or wheat. After the main harvest, the stalks or husks are collected instead of being burned or left to rot. There are a couple of ways to make biomethanol, but the most common one is gasification. Basically, scientists heat up the biomass in low oxygen conditions until it breaks down into gases, mainly carbon monoxide and hydrogen, which they call syngas. Then they use a catalyst to turn that into methanol. If they're using biogas, it goes through a similar process. And with pulp mills, the methanol is actually already there as a byproduct. They just extract and then purify it. Here's the sciencey part. The plants or trees use as biomass absorb carbon dioxide through photosynthesis. So technically, they've already put that CO2 out of the air. Then we use them to make fuel, where we're kind of recycling that carbon instead of pulling new carbon out of the ground like we do with fossil fuels. So it's not 100% carbon free, but it's a way better option for the planet today. Right now, biomethanol isn't super mainstream. It's more in the experimental to early commercial phase. Europe has a few pilot projects going on, and a lot of the excitement is actually in the shipping world. Big ships are massive polluters, so a cleaner fuel like biomethanol can make a huge difference. From a money perspective, biomethanol makes a lot of sense. You're using cheap or even free feedstocks like little garbage, which cuts costs. Plus, it could also bring a ton of jobs to rural areas where the biomass comes from. The only catch is that the upfront cost, which is building the production plants and the fuel infrastructure, takes serious investment over time. Honestly, most people have no idea what biomethanol even is. There are only a few organizations like the Methanol Institute that are trying to spread the word, but there's still a long way to go. If more people knew about the benefits, we'd probably see more support for developing it. Personally, my take, I think biomethanol is legit. It's sustainable. It works with existing engines in some cases, and it's made from stuff that we throw away otherwise. I think we need more research, definitely more pilot programs, and especially more government support to make this something that can scale and compete with fossil fuels in the future. If money wasn't an issue, I'd buy plants right next to landfills or farms so we could turn waste into fuel on site. Then I put money into infrastructure like filling stations and then launch campaigns to actually explain this stuff to the public so people can get a better idea. People are way more likely to support it if they understand what it is and how it actually helps. And then here's some of my references. Yeah.